What does the majority think? Peace and blessings, family. This is Absolute Discourse. I'm Absolute. Welcome back. This is part one of part four of the series, and this is about how we really feel. Let's begin.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So when I met you, I really thought for the first time ever, wow, I didn't know black girls could be pretty like that. I didn't know that black girls could be that pretty. So really, I was astounded. It took me back, and
that's sweet. Black women don't have standards for zaddy. They got standards for black men, but they don't have none. None of that astronomical, super duper expectations, crazy stuff. They don't have that for zaddy. They have it for you, black men. You got to jump through hoops. See, black women will tell black men that I'm not going to settle. So her standards are non-negotiable. They go completely out the window when a white man come along. What standards? He could be anybody. He could be a bum. He can do anything. He can be anything. He can be nothing. And she'll go for it. She'll go for it. She'll pick me for him. That's why she got all them standards for you. You're not a man to begin with to the modern hyena. You are a slave to them. Remember, they overseers that identify with zaddy. So you're a slave. So you as black men got to prove that you can come out of slave status to get to her level or above. Ain't that right, hyenas? Black men got to prove that he can get out of slave status to be on your level or above. But the reality is, in your mind, the only one above you is massa. And black men will never be William Cartwright. Black men got to spend a ton of money. They got to be fine. He got to be fine. Okay? Not a little cute. He got to be so fine that you somewhere about to jump out your drawers. But he got to be entertaining. He got to be funny. He got to be charming. He got to be this. He got to be that. He got to take care of your kids, or at least feed them on the first date. If you got, 2, 3 kids, you expect him to take you on an expensive date, and you expect him to pay for food to go so you can feed your kids and your mama that's at the house.
Watching that black woman look into the eyes of her white man and get filled with absolute love and affection and adoration as he explains to her how pretty she is for a black woman, and how he was surprised when he first laid eyes on her because he never knew a black woman could be that pretty. It genuinely felt like I was watching a deleted scene from Get Out. She is gone. She is far gone. Someone, please, anyone, go take a picture of her with the flash on.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, look, let people make their own choices and decisions. Yeah. And once we identify and acknowledge that, let's let them be. We're not trying to save you. We're not trying to look for you. We're not trying to console you. You've made your choice. Rest in that bed that you've made. And whatever happens, happens. And as you can see, a lot of deletion happens. I'm not going to be there trying to save you. If you don't understand what world you live on, that's on you. If you don't care about your history and the story, the narrative, this ties into neurotics and his issues with wokeism and all that kind of stuff, but that's another video. Anyway, if you don't understand the narrative of your own story and what's been done to you and your people, and you fall for the lies and deception, oh well. Oh well. Anyway, let's carry on.
We are noticing a trend here, and it's actually worrying, and we can't continue to ignore it. Yes, we've been saying this for years. Stick with your own people. Stick with your own people. Are our men perfect? No. We all have hangups and stuff that we need to work on, yes. But this trend, this has been going on for years. 400 years back, actually. And it's only continuously getting worse as the days go by. So yes, stick with your own people. A lot of y'all black women love to go after the men saying, oh, why can't y'all date black women and da-da-da. Well, now we getting on y'all. Congrats, it's your turn. And also, please stop inviting them to the cookouts. Because let's be real, the only place that they invite y'all is camping or sleepovers, and y'all can only pray if y'all make it home. Leave them folk alone.
And now that I'm thinking about it, that's what they fucking doing now. And that's why they pumping all this interracial relationship. You know, I was going to wrap this shit up until my brain said, and that's what they're doing again. Genetic splicing. That's why they want the black people. They want black women laying with certain people. They want black men laying with certain people. But who they don't want us laying with is each other. Because they don't want us to create more black babies. They don't want us to create more, source babies. They want us to create new races. I saw a comment that was like, God forbid I'm trying to end racism by creating a mixed child. What the fuck is that child? If it is not Caucasian and it is not black, what is it? They're creating new races every fucking day. And that's why they want the black person to lay with all these different races but each other. They're creating new races. They're genetically splicing in their own way, and we're willingly doing it, baby.
And I've been saying this for years. The blood is the source of everything, source of life. And it contains so much information that if you don't mix your blood in the appropriate mixture, appropriate way, you will come out with really issue-driven children that have high levels of this, that, and the other. You, I, I don't think people understand like the realities of this sort of like world or this dimension. It's not a game. This is not a thing where you can start and reset. This is real life consequences and it's generational. You're there mixing your blood with all sorts of different types of people, and then you're wondering why the world is looking more weird and mad each day. Because you're mixing blood, you're mixing things that you shouldn't be mixing. And then you get weird and crazy people that don't know how to control or even handle themselves. They're being torn apart. Why? Because they don't know who they are. It's very confusing. You're confusing. Literally, people are very confused. I should know. I have biracial friends and they're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And not only that, I have somebody who works in childcare, and she says the highest rate of people having issues in especially children are biracial kids. They have to be put on so many different types of medication. Why? Didn't know who they are. Didn't know where they fit in. Didn't know what's going on. Oh, am I white? Am I black? Oh, what's this feeling now? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like that? And because you silly black people who don't think, all you are just robots. You're programmable bots. Oh, I'm just gonna sleep with this white man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sleep with this white woman. Oh, I'm just gonna have mixed race babies. Like, are you okay? Anyway, let's carry on.
I chuckled once again when I seen this right here. It is so funny because now, not y'all beloved white knights, y'all got a side eye and can't sleep peacefully at night when y'all get with these white men. Let me tell y'all a story. Hold on. Let me get out. I remember being in high school with white boys and being in the locker room with them. And they would always joke and brag about how easy it was to have sex with black women. We see it time and time again where white men, like just think about like shows like Scandal, or if Barack Obama was married to a white woman, he wouldn't have won presidency. Or we seen videos on podcasts where you had the black lady with the glasses talking about something. If I see a brother with a white woman, that's that deep ass self-hate. But then if I see a black woman with a white man, I understand. You gotta wrap your brain around the hypocrisy that's going on. And the reason that they are so open and so easy to give their vagina to the white man is because the white man validates their self-worth. The white man validates a black woman's self-worth. Believe that or not. We've heard black women say this. I know I'm attractive
because white boys try to talk to me. I've heard that when I was in high school, and when I was in high school, for the most part, most of my high schools I went to were predominantly white. So when I'm seeing these black chicks and they be on cheerleading teams and do these type of things and go to the white sleepovers and date the white boys, it's because they want to be seen in a higher light from society. That's why they get with the white boy. Just think about like Travis Kelce leaving Kayla Nicole, and then again with Taylor Swift. And people, the black women, talking about he downgraded because supposedly Kayla's body is better than Taylor Swift's. But Taylor Swift is a fucking billionaire. But then y'all hoes will get on the internet and talk about generational wealth and building shit up, and then you don't think Travis Kelce should be with Taylor Swift trying to build his legacy and what they do with their children. Then y'all will also get on the internet and say, hey, black men hate their mothers if they date outside their race, but y'all don't take that same talking point when white boys are dating outside of their race, and y'all don't ever say white boys hate their white mamas because they dating outside of their race. And you would think that, Travis Kelce's dating a white woman, maybe he's dating a white woman now because he loves his mother, and maybe because the stuff he's seen while dating Kayla Nicole, maybe he's thinking maybe I should go back to the white woman. You got to understand, Travis Kelce is a person that went up, in my opinion, because you were a billionaire. You were a fucking billionaire. Now, if ass, I get it. Black women are, oh shit, Taylor Swift ain't got no body, she ain't got no ass. I guess Kayla Nicole ass is a $1 billion ass. I don't think so, but I'm guessing that's how y'all are trying to be. Oh, look at that ass on Kayla Nicole. She's so fine. Whoop the whoop and all this. Trust me, ass is not $1 billion. And if Taylor Swift wanted to, she can go and buy her a body. She can buy her a body. But you got to understand, still in white society, a Taylor Swift's body is a normal white body. Yep. I'm going to say this again and I'm going to end this video. Black women use white men to validate their self-worth. Have a nice
A Black American woman that was married to a white man. And with the Ashley Janae case, a lot of people are saying it has nothing to do with race. Race doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. Race always fucking matters. You're talking about, politically speaking, someone who has the most power in the American and really global social structure, and someone who may have the least amount of power in the global structure. There's the intersection of gender, her being a female, him being a male, as well as the intersection of race. And yes, I got away. A lot of people don't get the chance to get away. And what happened, I'll say this, you guys, what happened to me would not have been able to happen in the way that it happened and in the manner that it happened if he was a black man. The fact that he was a white man, he had power and was able to walk into rooms and police officers and do things that if he was a black man, they would have laughed at him and told him to go get the fuck on. So absolutely, race matters, power matters, income, tax bracket, class level, all of it always matters, okay? And I'm not against mixed race dating or multicultural dating or families at all whatsoever, but I will say, if you are a black woman, if you are a brown woman, if you are a Latino woman, if you are a Native woman, be extremely cautious when it comes to dating white men. The level of caution that a lot of people are saying, you need to take the same caution with all men, lies. You need to take an extra level of caution when they are white. That is all. Have a good night.
Now, I've said this numerous of times. Not because, I'm hateful, not because I despise white men or white people. No, because the statistics say what the statistics say. You come from Vikings. You come from scarcity, and your way of survival was brutality. Let's just keep it 100. Then you deal with epigenetics. That gene of brutality is passed on. Why do you think in the Caucasian race they have the highest rate of serial killers, highest rate of murderers, highest rate of people who do crazy stuff, PDF files? Why do you think that is? Do you understand history? Do you understand biology? I don't think a lot of you do. And the issue I have with my own people is that you walk into this earth, or your parents don't educate you on the earth you live on, and you walk around like proper bubble heads, those flower pot heads. That's you. Your ignorance is amazing. And then you wonder why other races shit on us because we don't respect ourselves. You feel like it's okay for you to go with people that literally dined on your ancestors, did the most ridiculous things. And I'm not just saying Caucasians, Arabs as well, Chinese as well, Indians as well. Like, you make no sense. All you people who divest and do this interracial stuff, you make no sense, especially with the context and the narrative of the world we live in and what's been going on to us, what's been happening to us. Let's carry on.
Interracial relationships ain't genuine. When it comes to a point of a black person dealing with someone else outside of their race, might take advantage of them not knowing their culture. So they'll get them to do certain things away from their culture and away from where they're from. So it's kind of similar to like slavery. And funny enough, someone sent me a video of interracial relationships right now surfacing online, literally mocking black people. So it's a black woman that could be in the scenario and the white man's pretending that there's a rope on her neck.
Why is it that we want to sleep with them and live with them and roll with them? Why is it that we just forget all of the things that they have done to our grandparents and our great-grandparents and the things they're doing to us right now and the things they're going to do to us in the future? See, why do we do that, you see? Why do we want hair like them? Why do we want noses like them? Why do we want skin color like them? Why do we want to talk like them and walk like them and be like them after they have done all of this kind of stuff to us as a people? Why do we love them more than we love ourselves? Have you ever thought about that kind of issue?
Clearly there's mental slavery still going on.
You can't make this shit up. You literally cannot make these things up. I showed you a video of programming and how MK Ultra is not just a science project but a worldwide experience. Everybody goes through it. I mean, it's called television programming. They tell you what they're doing. It's called Hollywood. And if you understand what the Hollywood was all lights, camera, magic. It's all about sorcery, witchcraft, and mysticism. They tell you literally in your face what they are doing and why they are doing it because it's part of their psychopathy, it's part of their rituals. But because you guys have got blinders and you're so blind and you lot don't know, I can't see what's going on, you get fucked up. And I have no sympathy. Remember, the rules of the game of life is survival of the fittest by any means necessary. So don't blame them for being smart and tapping into their natural essence of being violent and aggressive. Don't blame them. Blame yourself, black people, for not understanding what the is going on. It's on you. Stop blaming other people and get yourself right. Let's carry on.
Black men who date outside their race should not speak on black women no more. It's plain and simple. Worry about your mixed family. I don't understand this obsession with saying we got these passports, these women over here are quote unquote so much better, or if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Why won't they just worry about the new family that they created? Because obviously they didn't care about a black family. They cared about making another type of family. So why should they still speak on black issues? You're not part of this community no more. Point blank, period. And we shouldn't advocate for you. We shouldn't advocate for you. You don't care about black women. You don't care about them because you didn't even marry them. You don't care about black women because you're saying these other races are better. So you don't love black women because if you did, you would have married one. Point blank, period. If you love black women, you would marry one, have a good black family, and treat your wife right, treat your black kids right. That's it. But yet they want to get these passports and say we going over here. These women are better. Blah 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 blah. At the same time, if them women over there are so much better than black women, why y'all keep talking about them? What are you worried about black women in America for? What are you worried about black American women for? You shouldn't worry about them no more. That's it. Have fun with your mixed family. You're not part of the community. Because if you really cared about black community, you would have had a black family. You would have been in black love. Point blank, period. Ain't no way around it. That's it. That's all.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts. If you're a black woman with a white man, excommunicate. If you're a black man with a white woman, excommunicate. You cannot come back into the community and be like, oh, whoa, whoa, I'm for black people. I'm for do. What about man? Go sit down. You're outside of the loop now. You're not part of the circuit. You're not part of the community. You are broken. And we cannot have these Trojan horses within our community so that they can open the gates and let the barbarians in to destroy us. Why? Because, I've got a fetish. No, you're weird. You're insecure. You're broken. You're damaged. And I'm okay with that. You should be okay with it. So go on into the wilderness with your peeps and do you. Let's carry on.
I'm sitting here watching TV, and Serena Williams comes up on an ad for whatever GLP-1 she's on, whatever. But it got me to thinking. It got me to thinking. Because within the black community, this whole situation where now we're starting to see on video how black women are treated during their active labor, and we're talking about maternal statistics and the unfair treatment and all of it. It got me to thinking about Serena Williams' story. And she's often spoken on it in several different interviews. She had a very difficult pregnancy and a difficult labor. Just a really weird health experience surrounding her whole entire pregnancy, even during that 4th trimester. If you know, you know. And one of the things that a couple of creators were talking about gave me pause. It made me kind of cringe. Because one stated, well, the only way you get treated right is if you're married to a white man and they see that you're not like the rest of them. Now, as somebody who was married to a white man for 20 plus years, that means nothing. Sorry to tell you, sorry to burst your bubble, sorry to put it out there, but for all of you black women who are like me, who were married or still currently married to a white man that does not absolve you of anything, ask Serena Williams. She's married to a white man. Her children are biracial. And it did not absolve her of being mistreated, not having her claims of pain or discomfort validated. It does not absolve you of not one thing. This woman has success in her field. I mean, some of the greatest tennis I've ever seen played. I've gone to the US Open quite a few times and have been able to see this woman play. It is some of the best tennis you will ever see. It does not matter. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. You can have all the money, all the things. It doesn't keep you from being mistreated. It doesn't keep you from experiencing the racial biases. It doesn't keep you from running into that one nasty nurse or a couple of those doctors that say, It does not keep you from that. No amount of wearing your hair blonde, no amount of lightening your skin, no amount of speaking properly using the best pronunciation you possibly can. No amount of changing the cadence of your voice so that you sound like a valley girl and you speak like that. No amount of it will make you get treated better. It just won't. So young black girl, rock your blackness. Rock it proudly. Be yourself. Whether you got a husky voice like sounding like Toni Braxton, okay? Or whether you got a high-pitched voice. Whether you sound like Dejanay from the Proud Family, or whether you sound like Stacey Dash. Black is black. That is what they're going to see. And anyone who tells you that they're colorblind and I don't see color is a liar. I want you to see my color. I want you to see the struggles, and I want you to act accordingly.
Say, well, if y'all sisters know this, teach another sister to submit to the black man. So the scriptures don't say women submit to the black man. It says wives submit to thy own husband. So a wife should be submitting to her own husband. She don't have to submit to every single black man, and that's where the error come in. Also, it says unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord. One more time. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, soon his whole house shall be overthrown. Well, we have to understand, we got to go back to the roots. The man was called to be the head, the leader. So if the head, it says the chiefest of them, which is the head, the leaders, the so-called man, committed this sin and taken heathen wives to himself. So if the head, the chiefest of them, did these things, which is sinful, which is transgression, which is idolatry, if the head is out of order, the whole body gonna follow. It's 2026, baby. We all woke. We woke. We not half woke. We woke. We know who we are. We're woke. Woke to the order. So, yes, the woman needs to submit to their own husband. Not every single man, their own husband. But the man was called to be the head, to lead the family. If the head is out of order, the whole body, it shall crumble. It's time to stop blaming black women for everything. Black women cannot be blamed 100% for everything that is wrong in the so-called black community. It's time to be accountable. I seen a post that said 1,000 women versus accountability. Well, let's vice versa. 1,000 men versus accountability. The scriptures make it very clear, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord. That means he keep law, statutes, and commandments. That means he's not taking heathen wives. And the fact that you would even use this to validate you creeping off or going to take a heathen wife, it just showed the head is still not ready. Not all, but most.
I totally agree with this, and this is why I put this into the video. Is because you must understand something. The Bible is not a religious book. It's a cultural book. It's a book that has a vibrational frequency that only a certain specific group of people can resonate with. Yeah? I'm one of those people. I can resonate with the Bible because it literally is my historical account of my ancestors and my life on this earth. So when it talks about the head, which is the man, being disarrayed and out of order, it's talking about men doing interracial or marriages. It's talking about men not having solidarity amongst their brothers, where they're killing each other, where they're snaking each other, doing weird stuff, selling drugs in our communities. What do you think is going to happen when the woman and then the child comes into the picture? They only go follow suit. So my thing is this: if we want to fix our communities, do not look towards the woman, do not look towards the child, look towards the men. The men have to take accountability. We have to organize ourselves, and then everything else will fall into place. The Bible is a very potent book. Once again, it goes into the another video about neurotic, and he's the story. Everything in this world is about stories and how it resonates with you. Everything. And if you don't understand the Bible, it's your story, black man. It's not a religious book. The white man is not involved. The Arab man is not involved. The Chinese man, the Indian man, it's not for them. They're not part of it. It's only for you. But because of religion, you allowed another race of people to come in, once again, do their thing, and then change your situation, change your culture to suit their narrative. And then you wonder why we're so messed up. Maybe we should stop allowing people into our communities that are not of our blood or kinship. Maybe we should stop doing that. Anyway, let's carry on.